Hi once again, ladies and gentlemen. Accu-Stats Video Productions is pleased to welcome you once again to the 2016 Accu-Stats Make It Happen 8-Ball Invitational. Thank you so much. As always, we're in the Aramis-Simonis Arena here at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey, the home of Accu-Stats and the home of the Make It Happen series. This is the 9th time we've been here to present 6 great players to you to play in an invitational event. And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support over all these events and again for being with us this time. 6 world champions have joined us here to play 8-ball. We started with 8-ball when the Make It Happen series began back in 2012. We played it twice before. We're back here for a 3rd time. Now, each player in the round-robin format will play 5 matches over the 4-day period, and at the end of the 7 p.m. match on Sunday night, we will have our players with the 2 best overall records compete in a 1-match playoff for the championship. If there are ties, we have tiebreakers in effect, and we'll tell you more about that as we get into the weekend. Before I introduce our 2 competitors, I'd like to take a final opportunity to express our appreciation to our 3 signature sponsors, Aramis, Simonis, and Diamond, for their loyalty and support to Accu-Stats and to Professional Pool for the past 20 or 30 years. It's the best in the business, and we're glad and honored to have them as part of our family. Lastly, and certainly by no means least, a special thank you to all of you great Accu-Stats customers throughout all the years that have shown your support for Pat Fleming and what he's done for pool and for what our great champions have done as well to bring us some great entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks each and every one of you once again for making all this happen. Okay, well, our 2 competitors for this match are no strangers to each other. They've been teammates many times on Team USA's Mosconi Cup. They were also teammates back in 2008 when they won the World Cup of Pool together, but the friendship is going to end for the next couple of hours. Anyway, it's now my pleasure to introduce them to you. And our first player is from Honolulu, Hawaii. 10 times he's represented Team USA on the Mosconi Cup, and he's sponsored by Andy Cloth. I have a great pleasure right now to announce him as the newest member of the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame. Would you kindly welcome the Rocket Hall of Famer Rodney Morris. And his opponent from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, who one day will join him in that elite company. He, too, is a 10-time member of Team USA's Mosconi Cup. He's also a 2-time U.S. Open 8-ball champion. Sponsored by Q-Tech, ladies and gentlemen, the South Dakota Kid. Please welcome Shane Van Boening. All right, gentlemen, go ahead and lag for the break. This is a race to 10, rack your own format. All ball fouls with a 45-second shot clock. Your official timekeeper is Miss Julie Ha, and I'd now like to turn it over to the booth to the voice of Accu-Stats, Billy Incardona, and to Hall of Famer Danny DiLiberto. Go ahead, Bill.
From Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey, this is the Make It Happen 8-Ball Invitational. Along with Danny DiLiberto, I'm Billy Incardona, and this is the 2nd match of the day, Danny. Well, if the 2nd match is anything like the 1st match when Darren Appleton really made just what a display of talent we saw with Darren Appleton.
He performed surgery. That's what he did.
Well, with Rodney Morris and Shane Van Boening, and Rodney Morris, as it was just mentioned by Kenny Schumann, is just been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I was there. I was at the dinner. He made a great acceptance speech. And, of course, Shane Van Boening won the tournament, the U.S. Open in Norfolk, and he played better than I ever saw anyone play a complete tournament.
Well, Rodney Morris just seems to be the type of a player that continues year after year after year to play really, really superb pool. I don't know how old Rodney is right now. I guess he's close to 50, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. But yet, he has certainly played upper echelon pool for 25 plus years. And obviously that's one of the reasons why he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know how well he plays 8-ball, but he's here. He plays all games extremely well. Let's take a look at him playing 8-ball and playing probably the best American short rack 9-ball player that's ever played the game in Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, you're right about that. Shane played superb at the U.S. Open. Never saw anyone play better. And he's got plenty of heart, knowledge, shot making. He has no weaknesses, which might be a bad idea for Rodney Morris. I've seen Rodney play 9-ball many times. I've never seen him play 8-ball, but with his ability, he's trying to open that ball up. He's shooting the low ones.
Yeah, he fell a little out of line on the 7-ball. That's the ball position on the lower left-hand corner. He wanted to come up with a shot on the 7 and then play the 3 and possibly break loose the 5 from the 8 from the 4 down the other end of the table. So now he has another problem with the 7 along with the 4. So, it's a very difficult situation. He's taken away the 1. That was another key ball that may have aided him in breaking loose at 8 from the 4.
He's going to fall on the 7.
Yeah.
But he's still got to work on that 5-ball down there. Or is that the 4? I can't tell the difference.
I don't think he's ended up with an angle on the 2 to do anything good with it. He's on the wrong side of the 2 to alleviate the problem with the 8-4 at the other end of the table. Look at him as he stands disgustingly at the table saying, how did I get myself in this position?
Well, actually, if he wants to win the game, he could bank the 2 and try to go into that ball, but he's not doing that. He tried to spin over there. He does have a bank on it. Tough hit, but he does have a bank.
I think that he should have played for the bank and hit the 2 softer, which would have given him a much better look at this bank.
I would have banked the 2.
I don't think the 2 had a pocket to bank. The 9 was in the way.
I think it did. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He hit it pretty good, but
sure did.
That's going to make him sleep in the street. Because Shane does not give you any chances.
I think the ball that he really has to be concerned with is the 13 ball. That's the ball to the left of the 8. He wants to get rid of that ball, sooner than later. He'll get rid of it now. I believe that's the ball he really wants to get rid of, is that 13 ball. And he's going to play position for the 15 in the side next. So he'll just follow it nice and softly. Probably even go to the bottom row, but maybe not. No, he's in perfect line on the 15. Now you can see he can play this many different ways here.
Yeah, but we want to leave the 9 last to the 8. Go to the 10 or the 11 off of the 15.
I think that any balls will lead you to the 8. I mean, it's just such an easy layout. I think even the 10 or the 11, they're both positioned nicely to get to the 8.
And shooting the 9 gets them to the 10 very well, or the 11. So I think this game is history. And you were talking about Darren Appleton being the best 8-ball player in the world. I think this guy is the best all-around player in the world.
He certainly plays all games well, particularly 9-ball and 10-ball. Rack number 1 goes to Van Boening. He leads in the match. Raised to 10, 1-0.
And we're playing alternate breaks. So it's Rodney's break. It's Van Boning's break. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, we're racking for ourselves. Yeah. Excuse me, I was looking at Billy and I got confused.
There you're ready to go again, Danny. You're starting again. Okay, I thought we had a truce, you and I, before this match began. That we were going to talk about one another.
That is a truce, Billy.
Oh, really?
I only insult people that I like.
Rack 2, Shane breaks, he leads 1-0.
Now we're going to watch Van Boening break the balls in rack number 2. Now Van Boening probably is the best breaker in the world. As you can see, look how those balls explode when he goes into them. And not only does he hit the break with power.
He made 3 balls.
Well, he's made at least one of each color, which then opens the table up for him in a lot of different ways. Now he has choice of color, and there's less balls on the table for the choice that he chooses. If he chooses to shoot the solids, he'll only have to pocket 5 of the solids. But if he chooses to shoot the stripes, he'll have to pocket 6 of the stripes. But when you play as good as these guys here, I don't think 5 balls or 6 balls is much of a difference in whether to pocket 5 or 6. I was just informed that the rule is, I was mistaken, the rule is this, is that if you pocket 3 balls on the break, the balls that you pocketed the most of, which would be the solids, you have to shoot the solids. So therefore, since he pocketed 2 solids and only 1 stripe, he's then committed to shoot the solids.
You know what? I don't think either one are a problem. I would say they're equal.
But if I had to choose which balls I would shoot, I would choose the stripes. Because of all the stripes around the 8. As he runs those stripes, then he'll open up the pocket for the 8. But with the solids, it doesn't like that. You're not opening up the pocket for the 8 if you have solids.
I think the 8 passes.
Yeah, but only in one pocket here, the lower pocket.
That's all you need, Billy.
Yeah, if you're a good position player like me.
Yeah. Well, what's he going to do now? Well, he's got a chance to go from the pink to the orange from the 7.
He's going to stretch here. Whenever you stretch, he's really stretching. You lose some ability to position the cue ball well. I don't think that's real good.
He didn't want to do that.
I don't think it's real good. Now, see, when you stretch like he did, especially as much of a stretch that he made, you lose a little bit of the feel, the speed of the shot. And that was evidence in that last shot there. Notice the cue ball resting near the rail. Now, of course, he's going to have to draw it, but can he clear those group of balls around the foot spot?
Well, he has to hit this ball on the full side to do that. And he certainly has the stroke to do it. Oh, the juice is going to take, but he didn't make the ball.
Yep.
Just like you said earlier, the table's playing tighter. Well, Rodney has a chance now, but not much. He doesn't have a shot on the stripes.
No, he doesn't.
I think his best chance is to masse a little bit and spin one rail into the 14.
I think his best chance is to freeze him on the 13 with the cue ball, hiding him from the 4 ball, the other end of the table, and the 5 ball. Play sort of a safety here. Shoot the 10 and freeze him on the 13. Because even if he kicks the 4 in, he can't get shape on the 5. I think that's his best chance of winning here. He's going to masse around and try to hit the rail before the 14 and pocket the 14. I like the safety better than that shot. No, he's got an extension here. I like this shot here. That's the shot I like. Stick him on the 13 there. I don't know if he's left him a shot on the 4.
Well, even if he did, it's going to be tough to get to the 5 because I think he can jump the ball to make the ball hanging, but could he get to the 5?
Yeah, and that was one of the reasons I like that shot, because it's so difficult to get position from the 4 to the 5, and particularly if you're hooked from the 4. And if you're really not hooked from the 4, then of course it's much easier, but there's no guarantee you can get there. I think that was his best shot.
He just looked at it. He might be able to hit the 4 without even jumping.
Right, and even if he can, there's no guarantee he can get where he needs to get for the 5.
But he's Shane.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee he can get where he needs to get.
Didn't.
You know?
He didn't.
No, it was very difficult for him to come up with a shot on the 5.
Well, he's playing the bank. And again, with the bank, position on the 8 will be a little tough, but the 8 goes in both sides, actually. Mm-hmm. He's got to make the ball.
Yeah, I think he's going to end up playing shape for the 8 ball in the pocket. Not that he's shooting over, but the other corner pocket.
I think he's going to make this bank.
He's going to play shape for the other corner pocket.
No, that's a tight pocket. Well, Rodney's getting another chance.
Does he have a shot on the 10?
Yeah.
Okay, if he has a shot on the 10, then he should work his way through this rack.
Yeah, he's got to shoot the 9 right now because you don't have to play position. Well, he's got a good chance to tie the matchup.
We got to make sure he plays that field goal position between the 13 and 11 and pocket the 14 next.
Which he did. Uh-oh. This could have been better, Billy. He might do it, but he could have had better position than this.
Yeah, I agree.
And he missed because of it.
I agree. I thought he should have played for the 13 instead of the 11.
We're going to see some safeties here because he can't make the 5. He's grinning, but that's not a good grin. He's playing to kick the ball in. He's going to try to kick the 5. He called the corner far away from the 5. He called it. Is he going to try to make it off of the ball?
Yeah, that's what he's trying.
It didn't work, but he's going to get a little lucky, I think.
Yeah. I think he played a little bit. I think he played a little bit of that as well.
I don't know if he did, but at any rate, it's Rodney. But it's his fault, Rodney, for not getting out to start with. Anything that happens after that, you deserve. Oh, he left a shot.
You know,
it's not a hanger, but
a very difficult shot. You might even see him just roll this in. You know, as opposed to elevating and trying to draw that cue ball back. I think his chances of winning this game is to roll this ball in.
I don't think so, Billy. He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot this, fire it in, and play position. He could shoot, I'll tell you that. This is nothing for him. Well, he's going to scratch. No, he isn't, but he's getting a shot. He's got the stroke to do anything. You play this in the side.
Such an accurate player in terms of pocketing balls. Which was almost.
We got him. I was going to say this. If he doesn't make it, he's going to leave a tough shot.
Look at this. He's got to go for the side here.
Sure. This is a case where the side shot is a little easier than the corner, but the position is a little tougher. But he handled that. It's rare that they got all these chances.
Well, the match is tied up at 1 game apiece.
They had a lot of chances there. Darren didn't give Corey Dool that many chances in the whole match.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, Rodney's come into this match. You know, I talked to Pat before the tournament began, and well, I'd rather even not mention it. Anyways, he came into this match a little low-keyed. In his first couple games, it looks like he's really not playing great pool right now. But of course, that can change.
Rack 3, Rodney breaks, 1-1.
8-ball is such a demanding game to play when you play with certain rules, and this is one of the times when that rule, that whatever you make on the break, is that's what you get. That particular rule makes this gameplay a lot more difficult. Now, cue ball control, particularly the speed of the cue ball, is a premium here, Danny.
Well, anyway, he didn't make a ball. That's the first game that no one made a ball on the break. Okay, but look how tough they are. There's no group that looks real easy. The 6 and the 2 are tough for the solids, and the 15 is tough for the stripes.
Yeah, it looks like the solids is a little better choice because of the 2-ball laying so close to the 15. He's looking at it. He's going to shoot the stripes, but I guess he's made that commitment. He's shooting the stripes. I'm kind of curious how he's going to handle the 15. Is he going to go into the 6 now?
I think he can go one rail into it.
No.
He went a little far.
He jumped. That cue ball jumped on him there. And I think what happened there is he overcut the ball that he pocketed. Had he hit the ball more fully, then he would have followed through the ball as opposed to glancing off of it. So that's why the cue ball acted like it did. He cut that object ball more than he wanted to, which obviously resulted in he misplayed the cue ball. Had he hit the ball more thickly, then he probably would have gone into the 6, and he would have been still at the table.
And the harder you shoot, the wider the cue ball will glance off the object ball. Well, he's going to hit the 15 gently off the 2, and he should have the 6 next. And he does.
I don't think he does. I think
he does.
I think
maybe not. You're right.
He may have created a problem for himself here. I don't know. From our vantage point, it's tough to see.
Well, the only good thing is he's at the table.
Yeah.
He could get an angle on the 1 now to go into the 6.
You know, he could have, I think he precipitously shot the 2. He could have positioned the cue ball and shot the 1 and went into the 6.
Well, he's going to try to hit the 6 off the 3, but he didn't get there. Well, he might have. He might be able to play part of the pocket.
Well, in the meantime, as he eliminates these balls from the table, he's reducing his chances of running out because he has to if the 6 isn't pocketable and he has to open it up off the 3, now he's really limiting himself on what he can do because there's less balls of his color on the table.
And he got rid of all the insurance balls.
Right. There's a lot of things that are happening right now that's going to force him to really perform well late in this rack, it's getting late.
I think he can go one rail off the 3 into the 6 and still have the 1. Well, he didn't want to do that either. Oh, he's going to gamble on shooting the 1. No, he got to the 6 this time, Billy. And he made it. You know, the 6 went all the time. But
well, he's left-handed, so he's going to have to stretch here. Remember what I said, when you stretch, you lose a little bit of speed.
Well, he didn't lose much speed there, but he's got a chance to win the 3rd game and go ahead.
Two to 1 Morris after 3.
Well, anyway, Morris, everybody knows he He comes from Honolulu, Hawaii, but what I didn't know, and I found out at the U.S. Open, is that he started his younger days in Los Angeles and then moved to Hawaii. Has nothing to do with pool, but it's just a fact maybe you'd like to know. Because now he's got people from Los Angeles and Hawaii pulling for him. More fans.
Now, I believe what Morris doesn't have that Appleton has, he doesn't have control of the speed of the cue ball nearly as well as Appleton, and that's so crucial and important in the game of 8-ball.
And also the knowledge of the correct path and which balls to pick.
But as you're going to notice as the tournament progresses, how important it is to have good control of the speed. Keep in mind the speed of the cue ball. It's so important when you're playing 8-ball because you have to lay on certain balls at the correct angle in order to go on with the rack. And if you miss that angle by the slightest, then you're going to probably end up losing that game. And that's why the speed of the cue ball is so important playing 8-ball.
I relate it to straight pool, Billy. To me, 8-ball is straight pool. Instead of falling on a break shot, you're falling on the 8. So you got to pick the right pattern.
Absolutely. It's so important to recognize the patterns that are conducive to the way the balls are positioned to get out.
Well, he's going to go to that end rail ball first. He got there. That should be the rest of the rack. There's no other problems.
Well, you got to get fun on the ball here.
Oh, you're going one rail to the 13, 11, 14. You know, he's got to shoot maybe the 14 right now.
Yeah, he's laying a little out of line on the 13.
Got to shoot the 14.
Yeah,
Billy.
even though it appears that he's okay on the 13, he's got that awkward angle on the 13. Now he's going to have to go around the 13 here. No, you have to go straight up.
Oh, he's good now. He's even going to get the right angle on the 11 to fall on the 8.
Yeah, if he can stop there or draw back maybe 2 inches.
Just stop. That'll be good enough. Now he can play the 8 in either corner.
Right. If he has a choice, he'll play the 8 in the same pocket that he plays the 11 in.
Because it's shorter. And he knew that. Well, we're going to have a tie ball game here.
And we do. Fact number 4 goes to Van Boening, and he ties up the match at 2 games apiece.
First day of the Make It Happen 8-ball tournament at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey. 6 of the greatest players in the world right here.
And
So if you're in the area, folks, you can come here and watch them live.
Yeah, and all you people down there in the New York area, I'm not surprised to not see more of you up here. Really, I mean, it's so convenient to Edison, and you're going to have the opportunity to watch the best players in the world. I mean, come on,
every
guys.
tournament, we say the same thing, Billy. I just think maybe they are a little envious not being in it.
He's 13 ball. He's going to get it. No, he didn't, but he got another one.
Yeah.
He's got a stripe. Okay, he's forced to take the stripes here.
They're a little tough.
That 2 ball certainly creates a lot of problems for the stripes. You know, that creates a problem for the 11 and the 15, both positioned near that side pocket close to that rail, and also the 10. I think it blocks more than half the pocket for the 10. So therefore, he really needs to, if it's possible, to move that 2 ball in some way.
Yeah, that's a problem, no doubt about it. 2 ball is blocking 3 balls.
He tried to move it there.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have done any good. You know, I think he's... Oh, I don't know. That 2 is stopping the whole layout. And he can't do much. Well, I tell you what he could do to win the game. He could bank the 10 into the ball hanging and fall on the 15 in the same pocket. That's an alternative. I don't know if he likes that, but I think that's what you got to do to win this game. See the 13 hanging? I think you got to bank the ball into that 13.
Well, can he make the combination 10-2?
Why would he?
Well, I don't think the 1's pocketable up the other end of the table, is it?
No, but he's got the stripes, Billy.
Yeah, but he's gonna lose his. He's gonna leave the table if he makes the 2. In other words, play the combination, pocket the 2.
No, I was talking about banking the 10 into the 13. Then he would have had the 15. And he's still got a problem. There's 2 balls.
Yeah, he's got the 11 too.
He can bank this and go into the 11, or he could just make. Now he's got the combination. I'll tell you what, he might have come with a solution here. If he doesn't cut this 13 ball and lose the 11. Oh, does he have it?
Yeah, he has it. He has it. It was suspenseful, but he ended up with a shot. Certainly was suspenseful. Now, do you go in between the 7-4 here, or do you go to the left of the 7? He's going to go to the left of the 7?
Perfect. You know, pool is really interesting because every rack is a different layout and something different to do, right?
Yeah, that was very suspenseful and very interesting. But he certainly handled it well.
He prevailed.
So rack number 5 goes to Morris, and he once again takes the lead. Now with the score 3 for Morris and 2 for Van Boening.
And you notice the picture of Morris next to his score was all gray hair. So he cut all the gray hair off.
What?
You got to see the picture.
I didn't quite understand that one.
You got to see the picture to understand what I'm talking about.
Okay, there it is.
If you understand, there it is. Where?
I don't know. Where's the picture?
There was a picture next to the score, but it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with pool. It has something to do with fashion.
Oh. Here we go. Rack number 6 coming up. 13 in the side.
Oh,
4 in the corner.
He made one of each so
One
far.
of each is the ideal
Did he make
result you want when you break the balls. Now he has the choice.
Yeah, he made one of each. This is ideal.
Yeah. But I think he's forced, well, I don't know. He's not forced to shoot the stripes. But if he wants the solids, he's going to have to pocket the green 6. If he wants the solids. So that seems like a pretty difficult shot because of the position of the cue ball. He may have to shoot over the 13 somewhat, or maybe the 13 is going to hamper his ability to bridge comfortably. But not. Obviously not.
Good first shot.
Yeah, he knew he was going into the 9, and it looked like he was going into the 9 with a double kiss, which he did, but he didn't allow that to distract
And
him.
the rest of the solids are open.
He's trying to figure out if he leaves the 1 for his last ball, which is, but there really isn't a great ball to fall on the 8, but he would like to use the 1, but he wants to figure out what ball he's going to use to fall on the 1.
Right. That's the whole game right here, but I think he'll figure it out.
Unless the 8 goes in the side. If the 8 goes into the side, then that's a horse of a different color.
It's pretty close. Pretty close to the point there. He doesn't have a big angle.
If he shoots the 2 and 5, then the 8 doesn't go on the side. He's going to shoot the 2. He wants to shoot the 2-5-1, I think. I think that's the better route.
I don't think so. I think if he shoots the 5 right now, the 2 will get him to the 1 pretty good, but he's shooting your shot, Billy.
Wants to get a little bit of an angle so he can draw to the side rail, because he wants to end up straight in on the 1 or close to straight in. So he wants to draw over to the side or close to the side. Now watch out that side pocket.
Yeah, he could have had a little more angle, but he'll make the ball.
There you go. He's got himself in pretty good shape here.
Yep. We're going to be tied at 3 each.
And at the end of game number 6, it is tied up at 3 games apiece. I believe that Morris will break the balls in game number 7. The matches have
See the picture of
yeah,
see
right.
all the gray hair?
Yeah.
He cut it all off. He's short, but the rest of it is brown. It doesn't matter.
Then why do you continue to bring it up?
Something to talk about.
Okay,
though.
good. I was going to say that, the pace of these matches are going a little bit quicker than I anticipated them going. I thought that these matches would take a little longer than they have been taking. I think they're averaging. They played.
They are, but these are the best players, so they're not going to take long. And we got the shot clock. Okay, what do we got here?
They're averaging about 5 minutes a game, which isn't really that long.
Well, he made a strike ball, so he's got to pocket a strike ball to keep going. That's too soft.
He's an excellent shot maker. But he's got some problems there. He's got the problem with the 14 at the upper left-hand corner. Right. Also adjacent to that on the other rail near the side pocket, the 15 ball lays there, and that's another problem.
In other words, Billy, what you're saying, there's no easy layout here or path to go.
There certainly isn't. Well, I think he wanted an angle on the 9 to do something with that 14. Now he has to shoot over the 1 ball, which is going to hamper his ability to bridge well. He don't like it. He wanted to fall short of the 1, or he would have a natural angle to maybe do something with the 14.
The 14 has no pockets except if you bank it.
Now he's looking to shoot the 10 and draw back and get that angle on the 9. He's, I don't know, this is getting really thin out there or whatever. He don't like shooting over the 1. So he wanted to do something with that 14. Because of that, he wasn't able to put down the 9.
Well, right now he helped Shane.
Shane should look at the combination 4-5 and see how that's laying. He should take a look at that, and if that 4-5 is laying well, then he has a lot more options now. And look, he's going to go into the 4. He's going to play position for the 4-5 now, whether it be a combination or he's going to do something with that 4-5 if he opts to shoot the 3, that is.
You remember Don Willis? I was sitting with him once. He said, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could put a thing on their brain and see what they're thinking? And one guy said, be thinking of women and Coca-Cola.
See, he played shape for the 4-5 now.
He made the ball.
Right, that's why he opted to shoot the 3 into the 6.
Good speed.
Yeah, and then he was able to play nice shape for the 4, because that seems to be somewhat of a problematic area, the 4-5, which obviously he's going to remedy now with that that method he used there to get shape on the 4. Well, yeah, he's left himself on the rail here. Certainly not where he wanted to be.
And the 1 does not pass the 7, I don't believe.
So it looks like he's going to have to play 5 and then the 2 next. And he doesn't want to do that either, but he might be forced to shoot the 5 and then pocket the 2.
And then the 7 doesn't go by the 1.
But
So
it does
he's-
go in the same pocket the 2's laying in.
I know, but how do you fall there?
But you know what? I don't think he should be concerned about that right now. He should be concerned about, getting out of this trap he put himself in. See, now he's going to shoot the 2 next. He can go to the center of the table or play position for the 1 if he can. Or if he can't do that, play position for the 3, then to the 1, then to the 7.
You're right.
Not really the way he wanted it to shoot it, but
That's best, though.
But I think that he's going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, he's got to shoot the 3 next, Billy.
It's a matter of surviving here with this particular. Well, I don't think he's done well with that either.
No, he's got it, but he wants to shoot the 3.
Yeah, but he's going to have to draw off the 3 to the rail before the side pocket, and that might not be that easy.
But I've seen him draw the ball a couple times. He'll do it. Oh, he did. Watch out, side pocket. Oh, he was going right towards the side. He got perfect on the 7 to get to the 1, to get to the 8.
Yeah, he'll probably end up playing the 8 in the side.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Now he may not because he's drawn the ball further down table and
You're
he's
right.
got himself more of a steep angle on the 1. I thought he wanted a straight angle on the 1 to draw, just follow it nicely for the 8 in the side.
But the 8 goes in 4 pockets. But he got a little funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got it, but he got a little funny. I don't like the way he played that layout, but he's going to win the game.
And like I mentioned before, the speed of the cue ball is so crucial to have the right speed when you're playing 8-ball, which was evidenced several times in this rack. That was rack number, I believe, 7. Now Van Boening has the advantage by 1 game with 4 games to 3. Now, in retrospect, as we go back to the Appleton match, Danny, I mean, you really saw a true technician at the table with Appleton. His speed of the cue ball is just superb. I mean, he made these runouts appear so easy, didn't he?
Yeah. In respect for these 2 players, I didn't want to mention that after these few matches, it's obvious Darren's the best player.
Well, his ability not only to recognize patterns but to control the cue ball, particularly the speed of the cue ball, I think that's what elevates him, to where he is now. I mean, his ability to recognize patterns and play those patterns so well because of his ability to control the cue ball well is certainly a treat to watch, which we watched in match number 1.
Well, we're going to watch 30 matches, folks. That'll determine who the best player is for sure.
.14 in the side. Now he's broken the ball several times and he's pocketed the ball behind the 1, or the ball behind the head ball in the side. Both times he's broken the balls. The last 2 times he's broken the balls that I've noticed. So he made a stripe on the break. I believe there's a stripe behind the 2 ball that's on the right side of the table. No, that's the 8 ball. He still has to deal with that. He has to loosen up that 8 from the 2 there.
He could do it right now.
Yep, and he hit it with good speed because he realized that even if he went into the 2 or the 8, he may get stuck behind the 8, so he hit it with good speed
Yep.
to create more of a,
And he got rid of all problems with that 1 stroke.
Right. But he doesn't have a shot, Danny. I mean, he has a...
He's got the 11 in the side.
Yep, he has the 11 in the side.
And he can go 1 rail to the 10.
He's going to have to get down table again to play shape. He wants to end up with the cue ball near the foot spot here.
He's going
Traveling.
1 rail to the 10.
Well, the 10 doesn't pass anywhere.
Well, it's a combination. I think he'll make the 12 ball. Unless the 10 passes, he's looking like it passes.
No, that 10 doesn't pass, that's for sure.
I think you got the combination then.
Yeah, well, he's still going to play shape off that combination. That's not going to be easy.
Looks like he can roll forward and have the 15 next.
He's playing the 12 here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very interesting here.
Oh, he had the 12 right in, and he fell on the ball. I think he got on the 15.
Okay, now let's take a look.
He's nodding. He doesn't look real happy.
Now he's taking a look at the 13 and see if that passes. If the 13 passes, then I think
he's got the 10 in the side also.
If the 13 passes, he's going to play 10, 15, 13.
Right, that's what he's going to do, Billy.
Now he wants to fall high here. He doesn't want to fall low.
Yeah, you don't want to have an angle where you got to go into the 2 and the 4.
Yeah, he wants to get high. That way he can go around the 6-2. Now he's going to be forced to go around. He wanted more of an angle, so he could have went to the bottom rail straight up. He might be able to punch it with inside English and go to the bottom rail and straight up toward the 8 without hitting that side rail.
He's not happy about where he is right now. He's got a little more work.
Let's see this cue ball. Interesting shot.
He did what you said at first,
yeah,
and
but
he's got an angle.
But the problem with that shot is the result. You see, hitting with the speed that he hit it with, which he obviously needed to hit it with that speed because of the angle he was left with, put that speed in the cue ball in jeopardy. He wasn't able to hit it with the speed that he needed to hit it with. But that didn't deter him, and he made good with it. So that was rack number 8.
Tie ball game.
No, he now takes a 2-game
he's
advantage.
Ahead, yeah, 5-3.
Yeah, he played himself out of line on that 13. He wanted to go up a little further. That way he could have just used the bottom rail and went straight toward the 8. But when he ended up with the angle that he ended up with, which was an awkward angle, he had to go around, I believe it was a 6 ball. And to go around the 6 ball, he had to hit it with speed, which then made it very difficult for him to control the speed coming off that second cushion. But
he did it all.
Yeah, he did it all, and he ended up winning the game.
And he takes a 2-game lead now.
He's got the 12 ball. He's got it.
It trickled in.
No, he's got the stripes.
Stripes for Rodney.
And they're all open, Billy.
Does he have a shot?
He's got the 15.
No.
He doesn't?
I mean, it's possible, but...
He's got the 11 in the side also.
I think that's a little bit better.
Yeah, he might go to the 10 next.
The 9's a better ball to go. Whoa, look at that. He was real thin on that ball.
Oh, he got on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of side spin on a lot of shots. I think he should be, I think he was thinking on the 50-yard line there. You can play shape on the 50, but you can think on the 50 too.
Oh, he's going to the 9 next.
He overcut this ball.
Oh, badly.
Badly is right.
And he really didn't fall on anything real well.
Now, he moved the ball there. So Kenny called a foul, obviously, but what about the ball that he moved? It wouldn't be unfair if that ball tied up the other ball. So what do they do in that instance? I don't know, but because it didn't tie it up and made it dead, but it could have. Had it tied it up, what would you do there?
The referee has to put it back where it was before the foul.
So therefore, does he give Van Boening that option, which he didn't?
Yeah, you're right. But if it tied up, Van Boening would have made a noise about it, but it would have been mute to do it.
So Van Boning's not really playing well, by the way, even though he leads by 2 games, 5-3. He wanted to play shape for the 3 in the side there. He had ball in hand, and he wasn't able to do it, so he was really unhappy with the results. But of course, he figures to get out here. But here's the problem when you make a mistake like that. You eliminate balls from the table when there's other problematic balls left on the table, like, for instance, the 2-ball. See, the 2-ball is somewhat of a problematic ball, so therefore, when you start eliminating balls before you get to the 2, you lessen your chances of running out.
He's going to the 2 right now, Billy. And he's got a dead combination leading to the 1. So I don't see any problem here.
Well, he's got to make this 2.
Well, he's made this kind before.
Yeah. Now he'll draw softly into the 13 or 12, whatever that is. I think it's the 13. And now he'll be able to control the cue ball to play shape for the 5 next. Little outside spin, softly. He would like to
He's good.
End up on the angle that he's on with the 5 here, which he's done. Now he'll just draw it back to the side rail. Or at least to the center of the table. He doesn't want to draw too close to the side rail. He might end up in the side pocket. And he's starting to get a lot of separation here. It's 5-3 now.
And he's starting to get rhythm, playing fast.
And now it's 6-3. Yeah, I kind of like to know what happens in an instance whenever you move a ball and then move it back or move it where it shouldn't have been moved. What options are available? Let's take a look at the actual foul. Watch his hand move it. His hand moved the 6. He stopped it. Let it go, but continue with it. Well, I guess we can't. He moved it back in front of the 5. But what my question is, no, he moved it back there. Yes, he did. He moved it back there. Pat said it rolled there. No, he moved it back there. We're going to replay it again just to see if I'm correct on this, because, Pat, you're very, very rarely correct.
That's a good thing.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay, watch him. Watch him. Watch him. No, keep it going. You won't keep it going, will you? But maybe you're right. You're finally right.
No. He knew better than to do it. And it stopped dead, so Shane didn't care.
Did you see that cue ball jump? Oh, he almost made the 8. Had he made the 8, he would have won the game. 8 on the break is a winner.
Yeah.
And they call that winner chicken dinner.
I don't agree with that rule either. Well, look at the 2-ball and the 11. They're tied up.
And the 3's not really positioned well either, is it?
No. Well, that you could fall on. But what do you do with the 2-11?
Well, if I'll tell you one thing he could do with it, which is very difficult but still possible. He could play rail first on the 1 and draw it into the 2 while the 3's still there.
You don't draw it. High ball will hold right along the rail.
I think they're better off drawing it, send it right over.
High does it too.
I don't know about that.
Well, that's probably the reason you don't know.
Right. Well, that's for sure.
No, you could do what I'm saying with a high ball. What ball are you going to have for insurance when
That's
you
why
do
I
that?
said while the 3's laying there, he might have that, or even the 5. But he's got to do it quickly. He can't wait and do it later. In other words, play rail before the 1 and either high ball it or draw it over to the 11-2. Oh, he's going to play the 3 now. I don't know about this. I don't know.
This is missable. It's missable.
No, he may end up, I don't know.
He could play the 5 into the 1 right now and then do the same thing with the 5 hanging that we were talking about. But anyway, this is another...
You know what he's looking at here? He's looking to play the 3, play shape for the 5 and cut it in the side, and then go into the 11.
And the 1 will be his insurance.
Okay, now he's looking, but this requires absolutely perfect speed with the cue ball. He wants to shoot the 5 in the side next. No, he didn't. He didn't. We got out of line on the 3.
He wanted to go into it right there.
Yeah, he got out of line on the 3.
This makes it difficult.
Now he's running out of time here because he has very few balls left on the table. Now he can go into them now off the 1. He can cut the 1 and go 1 rail into the 11 here. I don't even think he sees that shot. Look, Danny, he can cut the 1. He can do it now.
Yeah, he could reach it, but
Yeah,
however,
I don't even believe he sees that shot. He can shoot the 1, cut it in,
I think
and go into the 11.
I think it's a little more advanced thinking. He wants to know what he's going to have next if he does that.
Well, he's going to go into 11. He might have the 2 next.
He might have. You
Yeah,
know,
but what are you going to... Well, there's no guarantee on anything here.
Yeah, well, he can get a little better.
Goodbye.
Oh, he scratched.
Goodbye.
No, he didn't.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. He got to the 4.
Now now he might be forced to play that rail first on the 1 and draw, or either high ball it into 11 too.
I think the high ball does it better because if you draw the ball and you hit that rail, it's coming away quick with a draw. I think a high ball does it, and the people will like it because the cue ball will do a trick. Oh, that's no good.
Oh, now he hooked himself.
Yeah.
Now we can't even see how he's going to do this.
No, he's not going to do
I
it.
wanted to see him use that high ball and to shake your hand on that one. I tell you that real bad.
Well, we're not going to see that. And look, you know what? He's better off not even making the 1. I mean, he was looking to see how he can make the 1, but that's not going to help him with the 2. That makes him an instant loser.
He's going to put the 9 on the rail here. Nope.
No, he's going to try to open the 2. He's going to open his wallet. That's what he's going to do.
I think he would have had a better chance of winning this game. He would have just nudged the 9 to that side rail.
You going to try to make 2 balls and hit the 11 or hang it? He's going to have the rail first.
What is he playing? 3 fouls here? We play 3 fouls?
I believe you do.
We're not playing 3 fouls, huh?
No.
Well, then I don't think he should even try to hit this ball. If you're not playing 3 fouls, I don't think he should try to hit this ball. I think he should put a ball on a rail like the 9 if it's possible, or make the 13. I think he should just make the 13. Make the 13 because that's an insurance ball for Morris when he opens up the 11 too. I think he should make the 13 here.
It might not be bad strategy, Billy.
You know, you want to make it as difficult as you can for Morris. So you got to put a ball on the rail like the 9, or you're going to make the 13.
And that's what he tried to do, except he left the 9.
Okay, see, but he's still, he's still in pretty good shape. See, now he's got the 13 for insurance in the 10. See,
I don't know about this.
No, he'll shoot the 13 now because that's his insurance ball. Now, you want to play shape on the 9 next because you want to do this as quickly as possible while you have that insurance ball with the 10.
But he didn't do it.
Yeah, he's going to play shape for the 9 next.
Yeah, he should get out. Yeah, he's fine. He didn't have to do that. He could have played to 13 and then to 14.
He certainly didn't. He's really complicating these runouts.
Yeah, he should have played to the 13 next. But this is how he saw it, and he executed it.
His strengths are obviously ball pocketing and his heart. He's such a gutsy player, you know. He has a lot of heart. I think that he has as much heart in playing pool as any player in the world today, Rodney Morris. And his ball pocketing ability is way up there as well. But his cue ball control in terms of the speed is a little suspect. But other than that, this guy here can flat out play. There's no question about that. Anyways, after game number 10, it's Morris with 4, Van Boening with 6.
And it's Morris's break, so if he can run out here, he gets within 1.
Yeah. Morris is really a grinder player, boy. He just never gives up. He's such a great shot maker, and he wins from positions that are unbelievable because of his ability to stay the course. He's really something to watch.
And you know what he played before pool? What he liked doing? He was a dancer, Billy.
Stripes it is.
What does that have to do with pool, Danny?
Nothing. I just giving facts about the
just
player.
Thought I'd mention that.
I want Rodney's fans to know everything about him.
I'm just kidding. I'm just fooling with you, Danny.
I know.
You're my man.
He was a dancer.
and he lived in L.A. before Hawaii, too.
Right. People didn't know that.
But that stuff was pretty cool, though. I like that. Uh-oh.
You're trying to clean it up after you insulted
me.
me.
I didn't need cleaned up. I can see the value in him being a dancer and living in L.A. He was a dancer from L.A. He's playing the combination here. Shooting the 15 into the 8. This will certainly remedy a lot of stuff here.
This is missable, too.
Nice.
He made it.
Nice. Now he's going to have to come with a shot here with that 9. This is not an easy shot. Cue ball position very close to that side rail.
Nah, he's okay. He'll make this.
Everything's okay, Danny. For us, it's okay.
But
for him, not so much.
I don't like the way he stroked it. He one-stroked it. Well, Van Boening don't mind.
Well, Van Boening has to deal with the 3, 5, and 2. That will be his first 3 balls, the 3, 5, and a 2. Because these are the end of the table he has to clean up first.
He's going to do that. As long as the 7 is there, that'll get him to the balls down the end rail.
Exactly.
Yeah, without the 7 there, it could get tricky. But
I believe he should play the 6 next, then the 7. I think that's the right path.
I don't think it matters, Billy.
I do. I think the 6 is a problematic ball, and he should play it next, then the 7.
Well, as long as he got this angle to get on the 7, the right angle.
He wants to go to the 7 now and play the 1-4 next, but that leaves him with the 6 as the key ball. I don't think that's a good key ball, the 6.
The 8 is out in the open. He doesn't need a key ball.
Yeah, well, the 6 I think he
He's
should play.
Player.
He should play the 6 here.
Well, he is. He's going to get the angle on the 7.
Yeah, well, he always has that because the 7's in front of the pocket. He can hit any part of the 7. And go down there for the 1 or the 4. He would like to go down for the 1. Uh-oh, is it too hard? Nope, perfect. Or almost perfect, but he's working his way through it.
No problems.
Rack number 11, once again, Van Boening looking to extend his lead to 3 games. 7-4. Well, we played an hour in approximately 10 minutes now. We played 11 games.
And the other match took an hour and 20 minutes, so it's still pretty close.
And that was 14 games, 10-4.
Yeah. I like the way you could add, Billy.
So this match, and I also divide as well too.
You do?
Yes. Yes. That requires a little division there. To find out how,
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to confuse you with a math question.
Rack 12, Shane breaks, he beats 7-4.
There's the 11 in the side now. For 3 consecutive racks, he's made the ball behind the head ball in the side pocket. So therefore, in that regard, talking about production off the break, he's got an edge because he's pocketing that second ball on the side, which gives him the ability to stay at the table.
And they're all wide open, Billy.
And with his power, he really opens them up well. So therefore, he's going to be tough to beat, and it's going to take a player like Darren Appleton to dethrone this guy or to beat this guy because he's making that ball on the break, and that's the ball he's playing. He's playing the ball behind the head ball in the side, and he's doing it well. Nice. Now, the 12 ball is laying on the rail near the side pocket. That's the ball he's standing in back of now. That seems to be the problem ball. Now, he can play shape for the 12 now, which will give him an angle on the 9, but it's a pretty, touchy shot. But he can come out to the left or to the right of the 3 here a little bit, unless he wants to try to get straight in. But getting straight in is a little touchy. That's a little touchy. Unless he comes back for the 14 here. He would like to come back for the 14. Going from the 12 to the 9 is a little touchy here. He should come back for the 14.
Well, he's got the angle to do it.
Oh, see?
Oh, except he missed.
Right. Well, he hit it with that speed. At that speed, it reduces the size of the pocket. Now, Morris has to be concerned about the 2 ball here because the 12 ball that was missed blocks the pocket for the 2, and there really isn't many pockets available for the 2 because how low it's positioned on this end of the table. It's tough to get behind it.
Well, the 2 goes by the 9, but you got to fall on it. And I think you got to try to fall on it while you still got other.
You know what he could do here? You know what he could do here? He could play shape later in this rack for the 3 off the 13, off the 12, and open up that pocket for the 2. See, he could play the 3 into the rail and move that 12.
He can go there right now with the 6 if he wants to.
That's too hard, but he's
no
going to play the shape on the 1. But what I'm saying is he can go across table now, play shape on the 3, shoot the 3 into the rail, off the 12, move the 12 out of there, and open up the pocket for the 2.
I don't think you have to do that. If you can do that, you could fall on the 2 in the pocket past the 9 and 10. I think it goes.
Yeah, but how are you going to do that?
He could do it right now.
Now, I like him shooting the 3 into the rail and moving that 12 right now. This is the shadow. Open up the pocket for the 2. Like that. Now, he should have shot it with more speed to get that 12 out of there.
Well, he made falling on the 2 a little tougher. See, I wouldn't have done that. You don't have to.
I mean, he needed to hit it with more speed.
Yeah, tell him that later.
Well, the shot was there.
I think you want to fall on the 2 where it goes.
Yeah, if
that's what he's doing.
If it's accessible, but it's not.
It's accessible.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. Look at all the balls around there.
Well, it goes.
Okay.
Goes past the 9. That's what I said. I wouldn't have to hit any ball off a ball. Get it?
Yeah, but you're one of the one of those straight pool players that are very precise players.
Well, thank you, Billy.
But really, and that's the truth. Okay, you run balls like that. You do that really, really well. But it's difficult to fall on balls when there's a lot of balls surrounding it.
Well, he did it.
Yeah, he did it. Now what is he going to do with the 8?
Goes in the side. Goes in either side. He got there. He got there. Good shot.
No, excellent. Excellent.
That's how I like to see it done.
Excellent,
And he's still in the match now.
7-5.
Yeah. And once again, it's his break, and he can get within 1, and he didn't last time, but here he goes. That's Kenny Schumann cleaning the cue balls. Hard-working Kenny Schumann.
I'm kind of curious on watching John Mora play because I really haven't watched him play much pool. But of course, I've watched him play at the Derby City and a couple of those other tournaments, but we've never seen him here at the Make It Happen events. And he's such a methodical player. He's such a deliberate, methodical player. It's it's really a pleasure to watch him play because he really thinks well at the table. I mean, he's a
And he's got heart, too.
Very intelligent player. Does a lot of heart because, he plays a lot of matches where, he plays a lot of matches where there's a lot of stake other than tournament play. And he does it on his own.
Meanwhile, we had a dry break, Billy.
I think that's only the third dry break we've had in this tournament. And we've already played.
But anyway, Johnny Morrow lives in Toronto. And I'm not far from there. And I see him play a lot. And he plays a lot with Alex. So, he's got all the equipment to play.
He's really a student of the game, isn't he, Danny?
He loves it. He goes to all the tournaments all over the world. And he's a good kid, too.
Yeah, he definitely is a good kid. And like you said, he's got a lot of heart because he doesn't shy away from competition. He loves the competition.
Billy, he impressed me when he beat John Brownback and won the bank pool tournament in Derby City.
Well, that was a misplay there. He wanted to fall on that 4 badly. See, now the 4 ball is hidden behind the 14, 13, and 10. So therefore, there really isn't much area to play shape. He had a perfect opportunity to get rid of it then, but he failed to do that.
It would have been nice, but now that you're Shane Van Boening, you have to figure another way.
Yeah.
The thing is, from that, if you do fall on the 4, it's going to be tough to fall on anything else.
Yeah, now that he pockets the 6 now, had the 6 been there, he could have easily pocketed the 4, then the 6. But now he's pocketing the 6, and which is going to eliminate a real big insurance ball here.
I think you go to it right now.
No, he wants to go to it off the 5. See, if he goes to it off the 5, then they don't have the 3 next.
Well, meanwhile, he's getting rid of all the balls to play position on.
I know. It's getting a little thin out there.
And that's part of the game.
This is the interesting part of 8-ball right here, fellas. Or ladies and gentlemen, I should say. In other words, he's running out of balls.
It's this interesting part of pool because no 2 racks are ever the same. You could break every minute for eternity, and no 2 racks will lay the same.
Now, he could play 5-3 here if he has the right angle on the 5 to hold the cue ball for the 3, or he could go up for the 4. Let's see what he does. Oh, he dogged his stroke. He dogged his stroke there. Yeah. He dogged it a little bit there.
Well, Rodney's got a chance now to get within 1. Shane is a little disgusted, shaking his head.
Yeah, I think you're going to shoot the 15 here.
What are you going to do? You're going to hit the 13 and put it in a bad spot.
No, I don't think you're going to hit the 13. It's far enough away from it there.
Well, he's not shooting it anyway.
No, he's not, but I think he should shoot the 13.
He's going to try to get a little better on it, and he's got a chance to. Well, he's a little thin on the 14, but yeah, I like getting there with another ball. Oh, he can't reach this. This is the reach shot you're talking about.
Interesting. I think he should have eliminated that 15. Why I like eliminating the 15? It opens up the pocket for the 13 in the same pocket later on in the rack.
Oh, trickled one in.
See, now he's saving the 13 and 15 for last. I think he's gambling too much doing that.
Oh, he got pretty good here.
Yeah, he's got to get pretty good twice now. He's got to get good here, and he's got good off the 15, and that's not going to be easy.
Oh, he got pretty good.
He got good there, I think.
He's got to shoot the 13. And
I
then
don't think the 13 goes.
It doesn't? Okay.
Well, now he got good. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he got real good. But gambling that late in the rack, to do that is pretty risky. But he did it, and if he's able to pocket the 8, we'll have a one-game difference in score, 7-6. This match is really starting to get interesting now.
It sure is. It's within one.
Yeah, I think Van Boening played himself out of position on that 4 ball, which was key. And I keep going back to Darren Appleton with his ability to control the speed of the cue ball. That was an instance there where you needed to have good speed of the cue ball to run that rack effortlessly, which he didn't have.
He didn't. He missed.
Right, because of that. But what he does have, now watch that 14 go in that side pocket. What he does have is a power break, and he's very, very productive off the break. Well, it didn't go that time, but it did the last 3 times he broke the balls.
Oh, he almost made 2.
Now, he made 2 balls on the break. He made a solid and a stripe, so he has his choice. And keep in mind, you cannot play a combination unless you play a solid into a solid or a stripe into a stripe.
I like the solids right now.
Oh, how can you not like the stripes? Look, you can play the 15 and then the 9.
Oh, I mean the stripes. I'm sorry. I meant the stripes. You forgive me, Billy?
I've been forgiving you for 50 or plus years, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of the 9.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah. I'll tell you another problem ball was the 10. The 10's a little bit of a problem, too. So, therefore, it's not a real good key ball to the 8 because of the position of the 4 and the 5.
Yeah, he didn't want to make both of them there.
So he wants to play position for the 10.
That's where he pointed.
Well, actually, after the 14, actually. He wants to play the 14-10. He wants to stay on the inside of the 10, swing the cue ball to the side of the table that he's standing on now for position for the 8.
He got all right.
Well, he's making it tough on Morris. That's his job. Looks like it's going to be 8-6 Van Boening if he's able to put down the 8. Which he did. After 14 games, Danny, it's 8-6 Van Boening. And we've played now I'd say an hour and 20 minutes. And that's what it took the last match, an hour and 20 minutes to play 14 games.
Yeah, as long as it's within 2 hours.
Yeah,
right.
we played 14 games in an hour and 20 minutes here.
And a girl named Betty is checking her watch to see if we're right.
Well, you got to give her a calculator too, don't you? There's the 13 in the side, the 10 in the corner. Now he must take stripes here. Now keep in mind that when you pocket two of the same color, not only are you committed to that color, but also it lessens your chance of getting out because it lessens your options.
Well, it looks to me like all he's got is the 14 in the side, and that's missable.
And that sends the cue ball
towards the 3.
Yeah, and you know, you got to be careful with the speed here because his cue ball is going toward the 3, so speed now becomes crucial.
Well, he made the ball. He got on the 50-yard line, but he's okay. He's got the 13.
Yeah, he's in good shape. But where's the 8 going, Danny? The 8 is...
The 8 goes in the same pocket as the 13.
Yeah, but how do you get there?
9, 11...
But the 15's still on the table.
Well, you're going to get that out of the way for sure.
Yeah, well, that's...
But anyway, I gave you the last 2 to get to the 8.
Is he going to try to loosen it up now?
I hope not. I hope not. You don't
He can loosen it up now.
But why would he loosen it up if it goes? I'm telling you, that's not how to play.
Yeah, but...
You don't loosen it up. Run the balls and fall on the 8. You'll win more matches that way.
I'm not going to dispute what you say. I wouldn't really do well if I disputed what you say. But, you know, there's other ways of doing this sometimes other than to play a ball that goes out just because it goes. You have to factor in the ability to get there to make it go.
Well, these are the best players in the world. They can do it. I don't like hitting balls when they go.
So he tried it.
Yeah, he's going to... Now the 8 might not even pass the 5.
It does pass the 5.
Okay, then he's okay, except he made it a little tougher. I wouldn't have hit that ball.
That all depends on what we feel is a fair trade-off. There isn't any, you know, written in stone what to do there. It's all what we feel is a fair trade-off.
Why do you say we?
Because what I'm talking about, we. You is included with we because you say don't do it. Just because you say don't do it, that doesn't mean you're not included.
If anybody understands what you're saying, that'll be a miracle. He got on the 15 to fall on the 8.
He has to now.
Well, he got perfect.
Beautiful
he
shot.
Got perfect again.
Beautiful. Now that was
How's
a beautiful,
that?
beautifully executed. That's what he likes.
I like this
kind
of
He wants
play.
to come with a spectacular shot to win. Very good.
They're great players. The ball goes, don't hit it. Except he missed it. You got him, Billy. You got him. You got him. You made him think it was a bad shot. He should have made that. Now he's going to lose this game, and look at the way they're laying. He's got 3 balls on the rail.
Yeah, in the meantime, he's got to make the first one, and that may not be easy. And after making the first one, he's going to make another one that may be a difficult shot, too. Because he can't shoot the 3 with a lot of speed. He's going to shoot the 3 here, and he can't shoot it with a lot of speed because the pocket won't accept the shot.
Well, he doesn't have to shoot it with speed, Billy. He can go to the 5.
He's going to end up in the bottom rail here.
So?
And then he's going to have to come with another tough shot.
He's not going to be on the bottom rail.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Well, if I were him, I'd be elated that the 8 is still on the table because you're still alive.
That's obvious. What do you think he wants to lose?
It's tough. They're laying tough. But at this rate, you don't care if the cue ball stops on the lights.
Right, but what I'm saying is that you made it appear like he was obviously out. He's going to shoot the 3 with the correct speed to increase the size of the pocket. That speed is the cue ball ending up on the bottom rail. And that shot wasn't easy, too, because
it was tough.
Yeah, so therefore it looks like the Morse is going to win this game.
And tie it. No,
he's going to be 1 behind.
Yep. Very interesting, but psychologically, if I were Shane, I'd be glad the 8 hangs.
Oh, well, sure. You have to be glad that you have an opportunity. But I was talking about putting the cart before the horse and saying, oh, he's going to get out, where he was confronted with a very difficult situation with the first two shots.
Well, what do carts and horses have to do with 8-ball?
Well, I'm from L.A. I'm allowed to say that. And I moved to Hawaii, and I spent a little time there. And I think that's pretty good, too.
I don't think you could dance the lick. I caught your dance act.
And then I can't sing either.
The closest thing I can say about my dancing is I hung around with Fred Astaire, and I can't dance a lick.
All right, 8-7. Van Boening at the table. Watch the 15 ball in the side pocket. That's the pocket to the right of him as he addresses the table, the 15. And there it goes, in the side. He made that.
Made two of them.
Did he make one of each?
I don't think so, Billy. I think he made 2 stripes.
He made 2 stripes, so he's forced to take the stripes, and he really doesn't like that because he's got 2 problems that are glaring, and they are the 12 ball tied up against a 2 and the 10 ball hidden behind the red 3. So therefore, those 2 balls are such a big problem in this particular rack. There's no really good remedy for them here.
Billy, when we were on the road together, I never remember you saying glaring about anything. I don't even think you knew what it meant then.
Oh, I can't say anything to that.
Tricky rack here. This match is getting tight. Well, if you're Shane, what do you do here?
Well,
He's playing a combination. It doesn't count.
I'll tell you what I would do. Okay, this might sound like really haphazard. I would shoot the 13 into the 2, pocket the 6, draw the cue ball down table like this. Give me the telestrator, please. I would shoot this, draw the cue ball down here, end up with the cue ball right here. That's what I would do. Yeah, that's similar to that, but I would end up with the cue ball down this end of the table, not giving up a shot. I like the cue ball to be further. Okay, telestrator, please. I like the cue ball to be further over here. Okay, not giving him a shot on the 1 ball.
You said haphazard.
Yeah, it was. It was haphazard, right?
We had a player from New Jersey named Doc Hazard. He was the state champion, and he played so slow, slower than anyone ever lived. And he died. I went to L.A., and the guys were sitting at a coffee table. I said, Doc Hazard died. And Richie Florence said, yeah, how long did it take?
That was funny. It had absolutely nothing to do with this match.
I know, but it had to do with the hazard word. Well, Shane is not from Kentucky because he missed the bank. Okay, what are you going to do now?
If I'm Morris, well, since the 3 doesn't pass to this pocket because the 8, I shoot the 1 now and go into the 3-10 right now. Right now. I shoot the 1 and go into the 3-10 right now and move that 3 out of there.
That's what he did. Good call, Billy. Good call.
Thank you, Danny. Now my main concern would be to move that 7. I would try to figure out a way to go down table and move that 7 next. Because that'll open up the pocket for the 5.
Well, doesn't it combinate the 5,
No,
7?
forget about combinations, Danny. You, of all people, okay, are going to start shooting combinations. You know that you don't play like that. You don't play like that.
No, I fall on the ball.
Now, he wants to go down and move that 7 now.
It goes.
But
if he stays on the rail, it goes. He doesn't
that's
have
what I'm
to
saying.
do it. He made a good shot.
Oh, brother.
Well, look at this. If he falls on the 3 straight in, he's going to tie this match. Which he did. It's going to be a tie match.
He doesn't have a full pocket here.
I think he does, Billy.
He has enough of a pocket, but it's not full.
He hit the wrong side, and you said it wasn't full. He used the right side of the pocket, which really made it not full. Okay. And it's tied.
It's tied. Don't you know anything about making things suspenseful? You have to make things suspenseful.
You're right.
You gotta say, he's got a half a pocket, or even if he has a full pocket.
He hit the wrong
it just
side.
makes everybody out there say, wow, he's in trouble here. But, even though he's not, you gotta
I can't be
embellish
that
a little bit. That's not deceitful.
Yeah, telling the people he doesn't have a full pocket.
Well,
when
he didn't have a full pocket, even though it hit that rail. There's certain.
Okay, never mind.
There's certain angles that make that pocket tougher, and that ball blocked off part of that angle where he could have hit to still make the ball, but he didn't because that ball was there.
Okay, we got a race to 2 now.
It's 8 games apiece. He needs a ball. He hasn't got one yet.
Wait, here comes one.
And he's given up the table and choice of color. You can't give up the table with choice of color.
And no 2 balls are, well, there is a little bit of trick. Now, does the 1 go? If you could fall on it.
No, he's looking for the stripes. He's looking at the
could
stripes.
Do that, yeah. The
looking
stripes are better.
Yeah. But he has to get rid of that 9. If you go for the stripes, you must figure out how to move the 9 quickly. Now he's going to shoot the 9 now. You got to move that 9 while you have a chance, because that's your problem ball.
He's looking at it. It goes. Yep, I'm starting to think, Billy, that these guys are lucky you were not in the tournament.
Danny, I'm going to tell you something. The reason, and I'm going to be serious. I really am. I'm going to be serious, okay? I'm not really serious that much often, but I'm going to tell you something. I love these players so much that I opted to stay away from these tournaments because of the very exact thing you said. Why would I want to end up with the lion's share of the money all the time? You know what I mean?
Plus, it would knock all your action.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if you were in it, I'd bet on you if I were drunk.
That means you'd be betting on me every time you finish an Italian meal. Because you like your wine, I tell you that. Well, this is a race to 2, and when Morris broke the balls and didn't pocket anything on the break, he certainly lessens his chances of winning that short race to 2.
Well, he's not going to win this one. Wait.
Whoa.
Oh, he trickled it in.
Played the outside of the pocket, didn't he?
Yeah, the 8 passes, so Shane is going to win this one. I think the 8 goes by to 7.
And so does he. This will give him his 9th win, putting him on the hill. And he'll be breaking the balls. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a very, very interesting match up to this point. The guys been going back and forth, but Morris did fall behind by 3 games in this match and was able to surmount that lead and come back and tie it up at 8 games apiece.
And that's tough to do with alternate breaks.
And like I said, Van Boening has the ability to be more productive off the break than almost any player in the tournament, and it looks like it showed here.
You're right.
Back 18. Shane breaks. On the hill.
This will be the last time Van Boening will break the balls. Watch the 9 ball. That's the ball behind the 1. It's going to be tracking toward that side pocket. This is where he gets paid off, right here. There it goes. He's made that ball now a number of times, but he made 2 stripes.
And he made 2 stripes and a solid one.
But he has to shoot the stripes because when you make more of one color off the break, that's the color you're committed to.
Yeah.
Now, since he's committed to the stripes, he has to be concerned about the 10 ball because that's the ball. That's his problem ball. So it's all on how you attack the 10 ball.
You're right. The 10 is not sitting good.
He wants to take a look at it now, and just perhaps he can see enough of the ball to cut it in the side. But even if he could,
Tough angle.
Yeah, that angle really isn't the type of an angle you want to choose to shoot a ball.
You're right.
But you know what? It looks like that's what he's going to do. Looks like he's going to shoot the 10 in the side here. And, like Danny and I are in agreement finally that is a tough angle. Unless he's going to shoot the 13. I'm surprised he don't shoot the 12.
Oh, he could miss this. Except he wasn't shooting the 10.
Uh-oh. He's ended up in a... He's ended up in
uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's an uh-oh situation.
It certainly is. Now he has a problem. He can pocket the 14, but it takes a super thin hit to pocket the 14. And in doing that, it's going to take a lot of his ability away to play shape on his next ball because of the speed of the shot.
When you hit a ball thin, it's tougher to play position to the next ball.
So he's going to have to put 95% of his concentration, focus into pocketing the ball and less in position. So when you do that, quite often you don't come up with another shot.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to run out here, Billy.
Extension.
But no matter what, he's got to do something with this 14 ball.
Okay, he's playing the 14, a super thin cut. Watch his cue ball, because that's where the problem is with his cue ball. There it goes. And where it goes and where it stops, nobody knows.
He made the 10 worse now.
Now the 10 is worse, like Danny said, but it does go in this corner pocket. And like Danny said, as long as it goes in a pocket, no need to move it. Play shape for it. Let's see how well he does here.
Well, he can't shoot it now for sure.
No, he can't shoot it now.
No matter what, the layout isn't conducive to run out.
Let's get an overhead here, okay? He would like to pocket the 12 ball. Draw the cue ball over here. End up with the cue ball right here. And then he would like to go 2 cushions this way, either into the 10 or bypass the 10 for shape in the corner.
Part 1 he's doing.
Now he wants to go 2 cushions toward the 10, okay? Or even toward the 6. He can go toward the 6 and hit the 6 and still end up with a shot. Now this requires pinpoint position. This is where super players like Van Boening gets paid off, right here.
But even if he falls on the 10, it's going to be tough to fall on the 8 from there.
That's too hard. He better hit something, which he did. He has a shot. Not a good one, but he does have a shot.
I don't know.
Oh, he has a shot. And I think it's a type of a shot where he can roll in, and he'll hit enough of the 2 to keep the cue ball on that side of the table for position for the 8.
Right, he has to hit the cue ball high, and he has to hit the 2 full. Any glancing, he's not going to get on the 8.
I think he's going to hit the 2 full enough to slow the speed of the cue ball. He overcut the 10.
He missed the 10. Rodney could tie the match now. Although he's got work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. This is big for Morris because if he ties the match, he'll then have the benefit of opening up the balls in the final game of the match, and that is super big.
Tough layout. What you got to do is if you shoot anything shaky, make sure you don't leave a shot on the 10 if you miss.
Yeah. Well, I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that he can afford to think like that right now. He has to go all out. And
Oh yeah, he can't plan missing.
no,
for sure.
he's got to show some guts here and get out. No, he's falling short of the 6. He wanted to clear the 6-1, but he's fallen short of that. I don't even know if it's advisable to shoot the 6 here.
But like you said, he's a straight shooter.
He
There's
would like
a 7 past the 10.
he would like to go into the 8 here. Just bump the 8
He's got
softly.
the angle to do it.
Yeah, he wants to bump the 8 very softly here. He don't want to bump it to where he can't go.
Well, it goes in the pocket where the 7 goes, but he's got to get that 1 out of there.
That's why he wanted to play 6-1, but he's fell for. He's got a problem here, Danny. He's laying awkwardly on the 7. He's almost forced to shoot this pink, but you know what? Shooting the pink, he's shooting into a small pocket, and playing position off the pink is very difficult.
Right.
So I think he's going to have to shoot the 7 here. Yeah, this is a tough shot here.
He didn't make it look, and he fell on the 1
Well, I'm going to
also.
tell you what, he made a real pool shot right there.
And he got an angle on the 1 to get to the 7.
And with the right angle to go around the 8 for position for the 8 in the same pocket he's going to pocket the 7 in.
He did all that, Billy.
I'll tell you what, that's some pretty gutsy play right there. He made a real good shot shooting that pink the way he did.
Got the angle. Oh, he missed the ball.
Oh, come on.
He did all that
You
good
did
stuff,
all that
and he
stuff.
missed. Oh, you can't throw it in. You got to let him shoot it.
I thought he was going to steal this match, really.
He was
Because
right there.
He made a great shot in that pink to
Yeah.
get to where he had to get.
Okay, who's our next match tonight?
The next match is at 7 o'clock with John Moore and Jason Shaw. Now, you're going to see 2 players in Moore and Shaw that are just outstanding players. Jason Shaw has been tearing up the...
I know. And they're
tournament
opposite styles, too.
Yeah.
Jason does it with all power, and Mora does it with finesse.
Right, so therefore it's a very interesting match. You'll be doing that match with
Kenny.
with Kenny Schumann. And the last match of the evening with Corey Deuel and Shane Van Boening, Darren Appleton is going to join me in the commentary booth for that last match. So all you people out there, don't forget, you're going to listen to really one of the best 8-ball player in the world talk
You're
about
not
the
the
game.
best ape. No, you're talking about Darren.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about Darren. That's right. Okay, see you then. 7:30. So, excuse me, 7 o'clock. More with Shaw. Danny will be back with Kenny Schumann. I'll be back at 9:30 with Darren Appleton for Corey Deuel and Shane Van Boening. See you then.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.